Hello, Aldwyn Altuney here, and it is almost 1 a.m. here on the Gold Coast. You're probably wondering, what am I doing? Doing a Facebook Live at nearly 1 a.m. Well, to be honest, I am buzzing. I have had an absolutely huge day. Started at 7 a.m. with a call with Linda Morrison. And today I would love to share some tips on how to stay positive. Now, I'm sure you would agree there has been a lot of negativity in the mainstream news the last few months since COVID has come about. And a lot of people out there are stressing around being locked up in their homes and these limits on our freedom. And people are stressing about vaccines and 5G and the loss of cash, etc., etc., etc. Right? The move towards a one world currency system, right? The move towards forced vaccinations, the move towards 5G everywhere, people are having serious side effects from. So, yes, there's a whole lot of stuff happening out there. So, how do you stay positive when all these dramas are going on all over the show, out in the mainstream media and out in the world? Well, what you can do to stay positive is focus on the here and now. Be present in the moment and start the day with a positive affirmation. Now, Linda Morrison, who I'm working with in Melbourne, she teaches people how to do online courses, and she's also part of my Mass Media Mastery program. And one thing she said recently that I loved is she says an affirmation, which is, I am an abundance magnet. You say that 3 times every morning. I am an abundance magnet. I am an abundance magnet. Another great thing you can do is to breathe, right? Focusing on the present moment is to breathe. Take a deep breath from the belly, in from the belly. Your belly should go out, right? If you put your hands down near your belly or just below your belly, when you breathe in, your belly should be going out. If you're breathing properly from the diaphragm and not from the chest. So how about we all take a deep breath together after 3, breathing in, 1, 2, 3. And then out. Oh, it feels so good. And you can do that more times to feel even calmer. And Dr. Mir, who I worked with recently, he has a box breathing method that he promotes, which is in for 4, hold for 4, just like a box, in for 4, hold for 4, out for 4, hold for 4, in for 4, hold for 4, and out for 4, hold for 4. If you do that for 10 minutes every day, it can just relax you so much. It's a beautiful thing. Another way you can stay positive is to play some funky music. Today I had Jamiroquai going. I had some really great upbeat funky music, which I love, and got a heap of work done with some really cool music. And it just lifts the whole mood of the house. It's a fantastic thing to do. I highly recommend it. Play music you love that makes you feel good, right? Like Because I'm Happy, which some people might be sick of, from Pharrell Williams, but I still love that song. And another tip to stay positive is to be grateful. Now, as much as there are a whole lot of dramas going on out there, there's so much we can be grateful for. And I one thing I do when I go into the ocean on the Gold Coast, something I absolutely love to do, is to swim in the ocean. And in fact, I was just in there yesterday and it was absolutely glorious. And one thing I do is when I go under the waves, I think about something I'm grateful for. So this could be grateful for my family, grateful for my health, grateful that I live on the Gold Coast, grateful that I have a roof over my head, grateful that I have food to eat, grateful that I have some amazing clients in my Mass Media Mastery program. Whatever it is, it's so easy to be grateful. And at the same time, it's so easy also to focus on things that you're not happy about in life. So it's all a choice. What are you going to choose to focus on? Are you going to choose to focus on the dramas and things that you can't control? Certain things with COVID we cannot control. Or are you going to focus on what you can control, which is where you're at now, which is what you share in your social media, which is the messages that you get out. You can control that. right, to a certain degree. I mean, there are limits on, freedom of speech. We know with Julian Assange, there's certainly been limits placed on people's freedoms out there. However, thankfully, we still have a lot of social media where we can get messages out. You can set up your own website. There's so many ways we can get messages out to people now that even in the 1950s, when TV first came about, there was very limited media outlets back then. And now we have literally thousands. We have people doing their own podcasts, their own TV shows. There's thousands and thousands of media outlets worldwide where people can share messages. One thing I'm really passionate about is helping to share more good news in the mass media to help lift people's spirits and decrease depression, anxiety, and suicide rates. Did you know that every year about 1 million people worldwide take their own lives? Now, personally, I have had depression in the past, and I have had 4 friends under the age of 45 take their own lives. And I think this is absolutely tragic because all of those people that I knew were extraordinary people, but it just took one dark moment for them to end it all. And I truly believe that if we share more good news, if we help lift people's spirits around us by sharing good news, I really do believe we can make a difference in the world around us and our immediate world as well. So what I've done in line with that is I've launched the Global Good News Challenge, which I'm so excited about. We're starting on June 1, 2020, coming up in just a few days. And the challenge is, if you're up for it and would like to join us, you just come and like our Global Good News Challenge page on Facebook, and then you can participate in a 7-day, a 14-day, or a 21-day challenge. And with each of those, what happens is you just say your name, you say what you do, 3 things you're grateful for, and a piece of good news. Now, the good news could be something you want to acknowledge yourself for, something you want to acknowledge others for, could be how you've overcome some kind of challenge, or maybe you've won an award, or maybe something great has just happened to you. Whatever that is, share some good news. Could be something you've noticed with someone around you, or it could be some news that you've seen in social media or an online news site. There's lots of places we get news from nowadays, right? So that's the challenge. And it goes something like this. Hi, I'm Aldwyn Altuney, also known as the Media Queen. I help people get their message to the masses using free publicity and online media. 3 things I'm grateful for today is I am so grateful for music. I absolutely love music. The other thing I'm grateful for is to be able to dance, even if it's using just the top half of my body, like I did with the Mind Power show that I was co-hosting with Dr. Angela the other day. We were dancing like this, and it was a lot of fun, even just using the top half of the body. I'm so grateful I can move my body and I can dance. The other thing I'm grateful for is beautiful, healthy food. I love food. I love eating. I'm so grateful for food. And one piece of good news I'd love to share with you is that we actually have the Mass Media Tribe Meetup coming up. The next one is on June 10 with Cleo Merrick, and she is a lady from Melbourne, and we're going to be teaching people how to start a successful online course. And the promo for that will be up in the next 24 hours. So make sure you join us at Mass Media Tribe if you would like to attend that. It's a free event on Zoom from 7 till 9 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. That's Brisbane time, 7 till 9 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, Brisbane time, on June 10. That's our next Mass Media Tribe meetup. I also have my How to Gain $1 Million worth of free publicity workshop, which is a fantastic 4-hour intensive workshop. And you can find details on that also in the Mass Media Tribe group. Just go to the events section there. We're also on Meetup, Mass Media Tribe Australia on Meetup, and also on Eventbrite. So connect with us there. And of course, the Good News Challenge, the Global Good News Challenge. Very excited. We've got quite a few people have registered already for that. So I can't wait to see your lives and the good news that you'll be sharing. Of course, I will be taking on all the challenges as well every single day, whether I feel like it or not. I will be doing the challenge as well. So that's the thing sometimes in life is sometimes you just don't feel like doing things, right? But you push through and you make it happen. And that's the thing is if you really are committed to something, it's important to have that consistency. A lot of people are talking about consistency lately. Consistency is really important. Keep on showing up, and keep on showing up for you too. And another great tip I can give you on how to stay positive is don't bully others and don't bully yourself, right? Be kind to others and be kind to yourself. Notice the conversations that you have with yourself in your own head. Notice the conversations you have about other people in your head, right? It's really interesting. Just notice that little monkey chatter that goes on in the mind and stop beating yourself up. I hear people often say, oh, I'm so stupid I did this, or oh, I'm an idiot, or, they're kind of throwaway comments, but actually, it's important to be very careful what you say because you may just believe it subconsciously, even, and that can't be healthy, right? So here's to celebrating the great things in life. If you like what you've seen here, please share the love. Please pop a like or a love on this video wherever you're watching it. And I'd love to hear from you. What are your tips on how to stay positive? What are you doing currently to stay positive? And what have you done since COVID to stay positive? Have you been curling up in a ball and feeling sorry for yourself, or are you looking at this as a great opportunity to actually take your life and your business, if you're in business, to another level? I know I certainly have, and I've been ultra motivated since COVID to help people share their truth and to spread more good news in the world. So I really do hope you will join me for the Global Good News Challenge, and I would love to hear your positive tips so we can help lift up those around us. So here's to having a beautiful day or night wherever you are in the world. I'm sure some people right now are waking up in the world. Some people are going to sleep in the world. Wherever you are, I hope that you are practicing some gratitude, some positive affirmations, and enjoying all the beauty that this wonderful world has to offer us. What a wonderful world indeed. I'm Aldwyn Altuney, also known as the Media Queen. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you again soon. Come and join us, Mass Media Tribe and Global Good News Challenge, and let's just see what your little Facebook lives are going to look like. Can't wait. All right, have a great night or day. We'll see you again soon. Bye for now.